used his yellow trinket. I don't think that's going to end up biting him in the butt. I believe he's got another 90 seconds before that gets back up. But I think he should be fine.
Yeah, he should be fine here. And it's going to be all about the trading, the pushing, and who lands these shurikens very early on.
Shuriken skill shots, so important. Most of the Zeds we've seen have opted for the Razor Shuriken start. And typically what has defined the early advantages have been those skill shots. So far, it's even between the two.
So you can see that trade right there, where Linsanity walked up, hit Yusui, and then Yusui just threw a Razor Shuriken back, and he won the trade because of the ranged minions. If you auto-attack somebody with your melee attack, or any ranged attack or anything like that, just auto-attack them, you take minion aggro. Spells landing on your opponent do not take minion aggro. So a Razor Shuriken for an auto-attack is actually a positive trade, even if the Shuriken goes through a lot of people.
Yeah, and Yusui actually forced to take Spinning Slash at level 2 because this wave is so pushed. This means he can't afford to trade with Linsanity right now because he wants to try to keep up in CS.
Yeah, that's going to make him miss out on a little bit of damage because when you get the Living Shadow, it increases your AD by a bonus percentage, and it's going to allow him to wave clear a little better, but he's not going to have that range for harassing that Linsanity does, and the fact that Linsanity did have the experience advantage coming in from that first wave and getting there a little early and shoving it, Yusui takes a little extra damage for that.
Yeah, Yusui looks like he's down just a bit. He's lower in energy, a little bit lower in health, and he's down 1 potion to Linsanity, who does have the wave push. But other than that, it's just about even. Here's a good trade. Yusui again harassed by Linsanity.
It's a really good trade. They're forced to use multiple potions out of him. And now he's below that 50% HP mark. This is where Linsanity is going to get the benefit of all of these trades with an auto attack. So you have to stay above that 50% threshold.
For a second, I was about to say threshold, like a thresh hook, but there's no threshes in this. It's only Zeds.
No, it's only Zeds.
I outpunned myself there. So yeah, it's standard so far. Yusui is a little bit down. Linsanity hasn't burned a... he has burned 1 health potion.
Yes. He's burned 1 health potion. He's still sitting on 2. Here's the thing, though. They are both identical in pretty much their builds across the board here. They both started with long swords. They both have the same summoner spells. So Linsanity is at a very clear advantage that's very tangible. It's potions out of the inventory and HP out of the tank.
Yeah, and now Yusui's taken harass without any of those potions. This means he's going to have to start being careful. Sit back, be a bit more defensive. He's down a very small amount of CS so far.
He just lost a bunch, too.
Yeah, he just got level 5. This is not a position Yusui wants to be in.
So multiple reasons behind this right now. He could go in and ignite him.
Oh, man, he goes down the turrets doing more damage.
Oh, my God!
Is he going to get a Yusui? Takes the win!
Little too greedy there, the exhaust, stunting that extra damage.
That was
and
so
the
close.
Ignite.
Max.
Exactly. He does have the extra HP from purchasing the Doran's Blade, though. So you kind of take that away from it and make it about 230.
It's a very, very close mathematical change between the two.
So instead of the 300 effective HP difference between them, Yusui actually, it's a 230 effective HP difference between them. So he needs still a lot of attacks to do so, right? He still needs like 110.
But this time, it's Linsanity who's being pushed back as Yusui takes the minion wave advantage so far. And while he may not have as much immediate effective HP, he's still able to trade rather well. Linsanity does get level 2 first, but isn't able to make anything happen.
And the trading back and forth. If the cooldown on the Living Shadow is very important. But here's the thing, is Linsanity didn't take it level 2. Yusui took it level 2 this time.
I feel like Yusui is trying to play Linsanity the same way. Look at how far back Yusui is sitting. He doesn't want to trade right now. He wants to pull Linsanity in.
And he's got a huge creep wave too, so auto-attacking Linsanity is just not the best choice right now, and he's going to force him to lose some of this CS underneath the turret. He's going to try to go for the cannon minion, of course, to get himself that level 3, yeah. Ooh, right on the Living Shadow, takes extra damage for that. Here's the thing, Yusui has no potions left already. He's just going to get that 150 HP, and he's going to have to be reliant on auto attacks now But if Linsanity gets him below that threshold of 50% again, he can't walk up to auto-attack these creeps and even benefit from the lifesteal that he has. I don't think Doran's Blade is an optimal start at all.
Yeah, and Yusui, he's also very low on energy. Wasn't able to clear the wave with his Razor Shurikens right there. Had to use Spinning Slash. Down 5 CS, down in health with no health potions. Linsanity goes in, drops the exhaust. A good contempt for the weak. Can he bait it back out one more time? No, it's Linsanity who evens up the matchup.
1-to-1 there, and Linsanity had the advantage of He's going to wait for that extra effective HP in his inventory because he's been run out of potions very easily, very quickly. And the thing with Linsanity, though, is if he shoves this wave, then it's a problem. If he doesn't shove this wave and he doesn't miss any experiences, he's lost 1 creep there. We saw Yusui lose 1 creep. So Yusui's not going to hit level 2 until the second minion in the second wave.
I mean, it just puts Linsanity in a bit of a more comfortable position. He's had pretty decent control over the wave so far, and Yusui isn't going to contest it this far early on. He's going to say, you know what, that's okay. I'll let you control the wave, but I have more EHP. So when you inevitably dive me again, I'll be ready.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That means if Linsanity can hold on to this experience advantage, it turns into a level 2, a level 3, a level 6 earlier. And that's a problem, especially since Linsanity, you know, basically Yusui's saying, I'm going to sit underneath my turret and try to farm. He's already missed a lot of CS in these waves. Yeah. He just now hit the level 2, and his level 3 will be delayed as well by another creep.
Yeah, and even if he's able to drag it out to get to level 6 to play it safe and defensively, he's missing a pretty healthy amount of gold so far. There's another minion gone.
He's missing out on that. He's 4 CS behind right now.
So
it's not
about 100.
Not a big deal, but right now it's the minion difference. He's going to get this cannon minion, and that's going to get him that extra bonus experience that he needs to hit that level. So now he's able to zone, and they haven't used any health potions here. So Yusui's gamble is actually paying off, and Linsanity backs up, and now the wave's going to shove towards him because this cannon minion hasn't been taken care of, and it's doing a lot of damage.
Ooh,
both Living Shadows down, too.
Yeah, Yusui, he knows he's got more effective HP, and once he recognizes he has an advantage, he starts wielding it really well, just saying, all right, I've got my EHP, I'm going to stick it in your face.
Yeah, it is completely Yusui's game right here at this moment. He's up in CS, and the fact that he's just going to get a little bit of that, but he's up in effective HP. That is the big part here. This level, though, is going to be Linsanity's kind of push back. So I really think this is an interesting dynamic in game. It's a potion versus a tiny experience advantage, the most minuscule of experience advantages, because Yusui, when he gets these next creeps, he's going to hit 4 right there. But look at how much damage he took for that. Is that another potion worth of damage in that time? It is.
But this is Linsanity's tough moment to decide. I've got a wave pushing, but I also have the experience advantage. Do I sit here and wait till level 6, try to get that first death mark so I can dive? Or do I try to out-harass this EHP?
Yeah.
How does he play this?
A big thing, too, is you have to land your Razor Shurikens. If you end up losing those and you take an unfavorable trade, it's a really bad situation to be in. And look at that. Potions gone from Linsanity. 1 still left for Yusui. So he does have that effective HP. That is 150 higher than what Linsanity's going to have at this point.
Yeah, and now Linsanity's distancing himself from his minions. He doesn't want to take any more harass. He can't afford to lose any more health right now. He's hanging on to that experience advantage like it's the only thing he's got.
Yeah, and look at that. He also has a CS advantage. Even though there's a couple creeps in this wave that haven't been taken care of, it still manifests itself at this moment. So if he can keep zoning Linsanity from this wave, it might be a problem.
It's a tricky
if he gets it under the turret. Yeah, he used his Living Shadow, though, so now he's not going to be able to harass Linsanity underneath the turret and keep him away from these.
Yeah, so watch Linsanity. Right now he wants to hold onto his energy as much as he can.
The CS advantage there for Yusui is now basically locked in. Yusui,
I don't think he can kill him.
He's pushing the wave, so he's going to get the level 6 around the same time, but Linsanity is chunked down. It's going to be about another wave before they get that 6, though.
This could be the reversal from what we saw. Now, remember, Linsanity, I think he's only 1 minion up in experience.
He's 1 minion up in experience. But being zoned out, he may have missed some residual experience. We don't know.
This is really going to hurt him. Very low.
Ooh.
Shuriken's missed. That's a lot of energy burnt out of Yusui.
Yeah, and in fact, the level 6 is coming out here very shortly. Linsanity knows this. He hits the 6. He goes.
Gets a lot of damage. Exhaust is instantly dropped. Who's it going to be? Ignite taking away its first blood. Linsanity